Well, hey, what's happening? Haven't had a lot of videos here lately, I know. Not a lot going on while the one tank's cycling and the other one's just kind of sitting there. I have decided to raise a few brine shrimp here, though. And so I thought I'd give you guys a quick update on this, a short little video as to what's going on. I hope you guys like it. Let's get into it. Okay, because you can see that I have the salinity at where it's at there. Basically, when you're hatching these brine shrimp, I found out that it's just as easy to take water you already have mixed for your reef tank, put it in there. Here's the hatchery that I have. I know my camera's a little bit scattery, but this is the water already mixed, pouring it in. It's, you know, it's RO water with the salinity the way it is. Putting these in here, it just works. I mean, there's a fill line right there on the thing. This hatchery is like really, I mean, it's effortless, to be honest with you. So when you put these in here, now you got these brine shrimp eggs. I got a little scoop that comes with this little hatchery kit. I'd use that rather than just pour them in, because when you pour them in, sometimes you get just crazy amounts in there. Doing it this way with the actual RO water from your reef, they pretty much like 100% hatch. You'll see here as it goes when I put these in here, it's just a ridiculous amount. They all seem to hatch, and they all seem to collect in that center cup. This is really one of the most effortless brine shrimp hatcheries that I've ever seen. I did get it on BRS, if you guys are wondering where it came from. They sell them on there. These are BRS brine shrimp eggs as well. I'm not going to say their eggs are any better than anybody else, but they do seem to have a pretty good hatch rate. You got a little open and close here for pouring off water if you need to. Cleaning out the egg, the eggshells, that kind of thing. Put that in there. Let that sit. Basically, they say 48 hours, but I'll tell you what, when you got it sitting on a table like this, close to the sun, 24 hours, they're ready to go. I just open the window, let the sun shine in, warm up the water a little bit. The light shines in the center where that cup is, and so they're attracted to it, so they all collect there, making it really easy for you to pick them out. So you can see right here, next day, I come out there, see all that orange in there? That's brine shrimp. Just, no way to even count them. There's millions in there. And that's just one. I mean, you can once you drain this, put it in your tank or outside to raise them, whatever you're going to do with them. 5 minutes later, it's back full again. They just keep coming in. So here's a picture with the top off. You can see the eggshells floating. You can see around the outside all the orange there. Those are all hatched. You can see them moving in the center. It's as you pull them out, more come in there. They're just attracted to the light. So you don't have an air stone. You don't have nothing. You just basically have this water and this little container. See, here we got the top-down view. I'm trying to get a good shot of it here for you, but you can see everything moving in there. If you look, that's just one cup's worth. Pull that out, put it back in, they'd fill right back up. I take these out and I put them in that tub, and then I feed them. So you can see here in this picture, as I feed them, you see how they grow. They're quite numerous in there. This is just a tote. I did throw, basically that rock you see in the bottom and then that white pebbles is all stuff that, when you seen in that last video, I rinsed everything and it's what was left. Here's what I feed them. Basically, I grind this up real fine. It's just regular, fish food. I grind it up I actually smash it with a spoon, get it kind of as fine as I can, get it all put in there. Once a day, I go out there and I give them a little shot of it. See, there it is right there. I'll just sprinkle some in there. You can see them right away come up and start eating it. There's also algae that grows from the sunlight on the outside of the tub. Keep in mind, I don't have like, a cooler or heater or anything, so this just regulates with the temperature outside. So the outside, when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. It doesn't seem to affect them. I don't know if it's a gradual change, but they just keep growing in there. And then as they grow, you can scoop them out, feed them to your fish. So it's a win-win. It's kind of fun to watch them grow. It's kind of just to see how big you can get them. I know this picture here, some of them are, there's some glare here. I had a hard time getting things to focus with the camera. But you can see how there just thousands of them in there, and they're all growing. So, basically, it's a lot of fun just to do this, even if you weren't feeding them, just to kind of watch them, see how they grow. I don't have a cover on it. It's just sitting out there open. I do keep, I check the salinity on it, just like you would with a reef tank. Make sure that, if it rains and water gets in there, or, if it evaporates, whatever the case is, just to keep it regulated somewhat to where it needs to be. It does fluctuate a little bit. But that's that tote. You see the blue tote there? That's basically the tote that I had in the last video showing you where I rinsed everything off. All that debris in the bottom is just from rinsing, my reef scape off. And then there was a couple of rocks that I had that were just laying around. I threw them in the bottom. I kind of wanted to see if those rocks would, what they'd do out in the sun over the summer, if they'd create, any kind of coralline algae or anything like that, or just green or hair. But that's all it is right there. Just a regular old tub. I used to actually use the tub for like a laundry basket. So I had one. It was, I think they're only like $5 if you buy them at like Walmart. But if you look in the tub, you can see they're just everywhere. You take a net in there and take a scoop, you can fill a little jar full of them, like to where you can't hardly see through it. There's just that many in there. And they seem to multiply on their own. I do add once in a while some fresh hatched ones, but they do actually seem to multiply on their own in that. Here's some right here that I caught out, just put them in a little glass so you could see them up close. You see how they're all lively, healthy. If you see that black line in the back of them, that shows that they've been eating. If you've ever peeled a shrimp, they always got that kind of, I don't know, their digestive chute that goes out the back. Well, that's what you're seeing for that color right there. Some of them have a little bit of an orange tint. That's because they've eaten and it hasn't been digested. But this is just a little quick grab so I could get a close-up so you guys could see what they actually look like before I feed them to the fish. They're all real lively. I can't say that I've had any real losses, as far as like anything dying in there or anything. They just all seem to thrive. So I'm going to take these here and I'm going to put them in here. You can see the Bengai. This is in the 32.5, and you see the bicolor blenny back there. They're really the only two fish I have in this 32.5 gallon tank, mainly because of that Bengai cardinal, because he's a little bugger. He likes to kill everything that I put in there. So I've just kind of decided to deal with it. But you can see how when them brine shrimp come in, they don't last long. They're immediately scarfed up. They think they're the best thing ever. I don't know if that's how it is in the wild, if they get into swarms of these, but either way, they know what they are. They immediately go after them. Once in a while, I'll see one get onto the rock, that type of thing. Sometimes I'll see a coral catch one here and there, but the Bengai, he pretty much cleans them up. The bicolor blenny, he likes them as well, but he's not near as aggressive as that Bengai. As you can see, he gets to where he's like a golf ball if I feed him too many. This is kind of the 32.5 gallon fluval. You can see it's looking pretty good. I mean, there are a few little tufts of some algae that needs to be cleaned up. I mean, I haven't done a lot with it here. I've been just kind of letting it do its thing. So I kind of kind of hands out of the tank kind of situation right now. Just kind of see what it would, what it comes to. This is the aqua top. I do have there's another Bengai in here, as well as the Molly. You can see the Bengai, he's already out eaten. This Bengai was in the 32.5, but of course the one in the 32.5 was trying to kill him, so I took him out and I put him over here. It was either over here or he was going to end up getting killed. I have a hard time getting him paired up. As you can see, there are a couple little corals in this tank. I know people told me not to rush. Well, just keep in mind that these corals you see, one is Xena hanging on the side there, and then the ones on the bottom are just basically chunks that have broken off of a bigger coral that was inside of the 32.5 gallon. The ones on the bottom, I actually was taking them out and throwing them away because the coral was multiplying too fast, and well, that was kind of fun little video, I guess, for me to do. I really enjoy raising these shrimp and watching the fish eat them and stuff. It seems like it's real rewarding. I might try to do something inside here, but it really works good in the summer when I can put the bucket out on the deck. Anyways, I hope somebody enjoyed this. If you did, or you want to see more, always like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified if I do update other stuff. And I'll see you next time.